What's going on, guys? So today's video, we are continuing the adventure from Dallas to Tampa, Florida. So if you guys haven't watched the last video, right behind me, we've got a 99 Dakota RT with the 5.9 Magnum. We picked this up in Las Vegas. So far, I've made it from Las Vegas here to Dallas. That was about 1,200 miles. Now we got to go another 1,200 miles from Dallas to Florida. So I'm hoping she makes it. If you guys watched the last video though, this engine is knocking. Went over and saw my buddy Jason over here in Dallas, Texas, and he thinks it's a rod knock. So it's not the thing I can really fix easily on the road. I was hoping maybe it was a lifter, but he brought out his stethoscope and kind of put his ears to it. And he sounds like, or he thought it sounded like it's coming from the rod area or the bottom end of the engine. So actually, ironically, today, just for no random reason, it seems to have gotten quieter. Let me see if I can produce the noise for you guys here just with it idling. It is kind of weird though. It will knock when you're just maintaining a constant speed or if the engine's just freewheeling. But if you're off the gas completely, no knock. If you're accelerating, you know, climbing a hill, anything like that where there's a load on the engine, then there's no knock. But it's only when you're kind of maintaining speed on a flat surface or if I just rev it up here in neutral here. But let me show you guys. We'll see how it sounds and we'll see how much worse it does or doesn't get. Hopefully she makes it the whole way. Okay, so I got one more thing that I want to try in here to see if we can get rid of a little bit more of the ticking. That liquid moly seemed to help quite a bit, but I want to try some of this Lucas stuff. But in case you guys think I'm crazy, let's see if I can illustrate the ticking for you guys here. So it only does it when the engine's not under load, like you can hear right there. When it's under load, it doesn't do it. So I'm gonna add some of this and we'll see what happens. Okay, here she goes. Well, I put about half of it. You're supposed to put the whole thing, but I want to see, I guess, if anything happens here. So it might take a little bit to work in, but it doesn't sound any better just off the hop, that's for sure. All right, so we added liquid moly to the engine oil. This is a sweet intake here, but we added liquid moly. It did seem to get a little bit more quiet. And then also in the last video, I did add some Lucas. So I added some Lucas engine restore. It's like almost like a syrup. I put in about half of that bottle. It didn't seem to make any difference, but let's see how she sounds right now before we start this adventure. Well, honestly, it doesn't sound any different. It's still chattering away. So I'm gonna nurse this thing, you guys. I'm kind of driving around the noise, so I'm trying not to maintain speed. I'm kind of accelerating and decelerating around the speed limit just so that it's not making the noise, because if it's making the noise, it's wearing it out more. So just trying to nurse this thing back. So we'll see how she does. We also have somebody that decided to be crazy enough to join us in the adventure. So she's jumping in Dallas. I was originally doing this by myself, so we'll see how it goes. And also, just to add even more excitement, there is a hurricane that's supposed to be hitting Florida, so I'm trying to race back so we can get in and clear of that, because by the time it hits us in Tampa, it's supposed to only be a tropical storm, but Hurricane Nicole apparently is supposed to be coming through here. It's right now it's Monday. I think that hurricane's supposed to pass through Florida on Thursday, so we got to get moving. Okay, guys, so we're probably about 2 or 3 hours outside of Dallas, I believe. We just crossed over into Louisiana, so we're gonna be ripping through here for a little bit. So far, truck's working good. You know, no worsening of the ticking, but same deal. If you're maintaining speed, it ticks the most. If you're accelerating, no tick. If you're off the gas, no tick. But yeah, at least it's not getting worse and our oil pressure is staying good. Okay, we just got into Mississippi, I believe. So this bridge is taking us across the Mississippi River and just crossing into. So we're doing all right. We're gonna try to drive like another hour or so until we get off the main road, and then we're gonna call it a night here. That'll be, I think, like midnight or 1, something like that. But so far so good. Truck's holding up. It's not, I don't know what the deal is with this ticking noise, but it seems like it's getting a little less. Like it's not as loud as before. It's still ticking, but just not as loud. However that makes sense, though, is what it is. We made it. Look at this. We're taking Amanda to church so she can pray that we make it all the way in the Dakota back to Florida. Y'all need Jesus. We're going to stay the days in, and we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so day 2 of driving back. So the oil consumption doesn't seem to be going through any oil, which is really good. I've never had to add any oil for any particular reason. I'm not sure if this overflow tube that goes to the overflow reservoir, if it's got a good seal, because every morning when I check it, I have to add like a bottle of water. It's almost like it pushes it out, but then is not able to suck it back in. So nothing too serious, but I always have to add like half a bottle of water before it comes to level. So I think it's just, like I said, it's just not pulling it back into the radiator. So I don't see any smoke or anything like that, and it's nothing excessive, but I just keep topping it up regardless. Other than that, everything is good with our fluids, so let's get back on the road. So we are in Florence, and we still have like 10 or 11 hours, I think, to get back. And we're trying to get back before this Hurricane Nicole as well, so it should be fun. Okay, man, to say a prayer. Say that this truck needs Jesus.
Jesus!
This truck needs sweet baby Jesus.
It needs Barry's Seafood and Catfish House.
Hey, let's go. All right, we just crossed into Alabama, and truck's still working. So still have a lot of miles and hours to go. I think we still got like 7 hours to go, but I don't think we cross into any other states. I think it's just, I believe we stay in Alabama until we get to Florida maybe, but I don't know, my geography on that's not the greatest, but at least we're making progress. We at the Waffle House. Amanda's excited. She's gonna get some waffles in this house. Damn, see, I told you there was waffles in this house. And we're going through the Alabama Tunnel. So we're in Mobile, I think. We're about to be in Mobile, headed towards Pensacola. Hear the V8? Alright, we just crossed into Florida. Look at this Florida sign, Dakota. How did we do this? This thing somehow made it to Florida. We still, even though we're in Florida, we still got another 6 hours to go, but it is at least in the state that we were trying to get it to. So pretty big milestone. She's still ticking, but she's still ticking along. And we got 6 more hours to go.
Hands are cold.
This girl went from waffles in the house to
Oh, get out of here.
Frosties in the Wendy's. Get your ass in that truck.
Make me look like I'm a fat butt.
Jeez. Okay, we got 5 million bugs on the windshield. We just hit 75 south from the 10, and we're like 2.5 hours outside of Tampa. So she's still working, boys. I think we might make it in the old hoopty. Okay, so last fuel stop before we get back. It's 363 for 87. So we're finally almost back, a couple more hours. Okay, we made it to Tampa, so only about 25 more minutes and we're finally back. So looks like this truck is making it. If it doesn't, we got AAA, but I think we'll make the rest in a little bit. Well, you guys, somehow, some way, this thing made it all the way back with that motor making that noise. So we're back here in the shop. So if you guys haven't seen the channel before, we've got the Viper ACR, we've got the Hellcat swapped Ram, and we made it, boys. So there you go, Hellcat swapped Ram. And this is almost, if you guys have never been on this channel, you're probably like, what the hell? You guys converted that thing already? So no, it's right there. But this is like, you took that Dakota RT and you basically put it on steroids, it would look like this. So this thing is something that we've built for a while on the channel. It's been a lot of work, but yeah, this is what potentially that could look like. So comment down below, you guys. This is your chance to kind of say what you guys want to see on that other truck. It could look as crazy as this, or we could just do something basic to it. What I'm kind of thinking is potentially that could be either for sale or a giveaway truck. I kind of have that in mind. Like maybe not go quite as crazy as this, but maybe, you know, give it a little bit of stance, you know, lower it a little bit, make it look something like this, you know, clean it up, put some nicer headlights in it, and just, you know, get it looking right. And potentially this one could look like that. But let's go ahead and see what kind of noises this motor is making. So like I said, I was not making this up. This thing has been clicking and clanking the whole way. I truly don't know what it is, which will probably be a future video. We'll try to get to the bottom of what's making the noise, but let's see what she sounds like now. weird. It almost doesn't even sound like it's making it now, but sometimes it clanks, sometimes it sounds better than others. I truly don't know what it is. At some point we will get to the bottom of it and go through this engine, make sure she's good to go. All right, guys, so that's it. She made it. It was over 2,400 miles, but we made it all the way from Vegas, Nevada, all the way down here to Tampa, Florida. So she made it. I honestly did not think it was gonna go without a hitch the whole way. I had a toolkit, I had anything that I probably needed, or at least some basic supplies to get the job done. And if you guys haven't seen part 1 of this, go check it out. You can see how this whole adventure started, but I'm happy it made it, honestly. For your guys' sake, you guys probably wanted to see it break down and kind of see the troubles and struggles of trying to fix something when it breaks, but I'm pretty happy that it just made it here, no issues whatsoever. But now comes the part where I want you guys to comment down below what you would like to see with this thing. So I do have a bunch of new merch coming, so I might toy with the idea of doing the whole merch and then vehicle giveaway thing. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a whole bunch of legal stuff that you have to deal with and get third parties involved to make sure it's all legal. So it is a lot of work. Or potentially, if you guys are interested in that truck, I'm gonna be definitely cleaning it up, getting it looking right, and doing a bunch of stuff going through the whole truck. So potentially, if you would be interested in buying that truck, we might fix it up and then sell it or whatnot. So either way, comment down below what you guys want to see with that truck. I'm honestly really happy that it made it all the way here. I didn't think it was going to make it all the way here, but either way, I'm glad it made it, and I didn't have any, stressful situations, stranded on the side of the road. That motor was making a lot of noise, but she didn't get any worse the whole way back, and it obviously made it. So I'm happy that way. Thanks for watching. If you guys haven't seen part 1, go check it out. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to let me know what you want to see with this truck down below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.